Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Nick Hamilton, and I'm live at the ballpark for MLBBro.com.
First of all, congratulations on the success that you've achieved thus far. I want to talk a little bit about what is your assessment so far of this clubhouse now, as far as just the team, the chemistry, the unity that you guys have been able to develop and be a cohesive unit at this point.
I mean, I feel like our clubhouse is a pretty strong clubhouse. You know, things haven't been going well thus far, but we've been able to keep it together, no pointing fingers, no pointing hands at each other, and just trying to rock out for each other, you know what I mean? Like, it's a team sport, and we still trying to play for each other, even though we've been having a long rough stretch right now.
Well, you once talked about how the clubhouse wasn't as it is right now. How were you able to persevere, stay strong mentally, and still continue to pursue your dream, especially for young people that may be going through adversity and trying to achieve their dream? What advice would you have for them?
I mean, for me, it's like, for us, it's just having good people around you, you know what I mean? The clubhouse has many good people in it. I don't think we have a bad person in this clubhouse. Everybody's really good, like great people, great human beings. And I mean, that's all it takes to have a good clubhouse, is just being a good person and great human beings.
Now, you signed with Jordan Brand. I mean, we know you a shoe head. We know you got flavor. You got a lot of swag when it comes to the creativity that you have. What is it about? What would you feel like just being a part of the Jordan brand and being able to continue to elevate that brand along with your brand?
I mean, it's just like, it was just a childhood dream, you know what I mean? Jordan Brand was always a childhood dream from I met Jordan as a kid and had that experience with him. And, I mean, it always got me fired up to get to Jordan Brand, and also being a shoe head, you know, the Jordans and Nikes and all that stuff. So it just came into fruition and everything like that. Hey!
Don't worry, man. I got your back. Don't worry.
Man, they out here doing crazy.
Oh, man, just a little fun here in the clubhouse.
I'm telling you, they a lively one.
It's a good clubhouse, man.
I'm telling you, all good people in here, man.
Definitely. I want to talk a little about your art, too, because I know you design, you come up with creative concepts for your shoes. Yeah. You're also a music artist as well. So what do you focus on as far as just the art? How do you feel when you want to design a shoe or put the colors together the way that you envision, whether it's your cleats or your shoes?
That's crazy, because I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously I get some inspiration from other things to make them, but at the same time, sometimes they just pop up, bro. Okay. I'm not going to lie, and that's what really made me into being an artist. It's like, when I think about it and they just pop up, it just gets me into that creative juices are flowing, and I just get into writing, drawing, or like listening to some beats and getting it going, you know. So I just feel like it's just something natural that comes into my head, and it just happens.
You embody the culture. I mean, it's just the attitude, the swag, the way you approach the game. Obviously, it's years in the making. How have you felt MLB has embraced our culture, or have they embraced the culture enough to where you feel like you'll start to get more opportunities, being able to have more fans see you play and get those promo picks that you normally would get?
I mean, for me, I feel like MLB is doing a good job now of really showing the culture and believing in our culture, you know what I mean? Like, knowing that, like, kids want to do it, you know, kids want to have fun, kids want to go out there and show off their swag, they want to dress how they want to play how they want. So, I mean, like, I feel like MLG's been doing a really good job by letting us do that, you know. Like, a couple of years ago, guys used to get fined for doing that, and now it's really embraced. Like, MLB posts it every day. Like, as soon as I hit a homer and I hit a Euro step, it's on MLB. So I'm pretty happy with seeing that right now.
Now, you playing, you got your man, I know Nick Gordon, you and Nick Gordon are almost twins, so to speak. You know, you got Josh Bell, Tim Anderson on this squad. What is that like playing with guys of that caliber? How have you guys been able to, enhance and sharpen iron each other's game?
I mean, I feel like playing with these guys, especially some brothers, it just feels like playing again on a, like, Little League team, you know, like you're traveling with your homeboys and everybody in high school, and you get to summer ball and, you know, your homeboy's dad is the coach. So now we all really hanging out, you know, that's all we doing is hanging. Like, I just feel like baseball is starting to come back to us in that way, of the part that we actually are having fun and having fun doing it together, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a job. It's just everybody's just out here like, bruh, let's kick it back to FTB days, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, it's fun.
Now, Mookie Betts, obviously we know how great Mookie Betts is, somebody that I'm sure you and others have admired from afar. He's also called for more black fans to be at baseball games. What do you have to do to increase that number as far as getting more black fans? I know you talked about having players that come from our areas and whatnot. What are some of the things you feel like need to happen in order for that to transpire?
I mean, I feel like we just need more black players in the league. I just feel like, and I feel like we see them coming up. I think like when I was coming up, it was like probably like 10 to like, well, I was in an organization full of them, so it was like 10 to 12 of us, but we had the most at the time. The Diamondbacks, we had the most black players in our organization coming up. But like you had some organizations like the White Sox, like a couple of years ago, only had one in TA, like, you know what I mean? So like now I feel like it's starting to show that like baseball isn't really just a Spanish and white sport anymore. Like it's getting back to the 80s where you got the black guys that want to play baseball again, not just want to play basketball and football, you know? So I felt like baseball kind of lost its culture for a minute, but it's coming back.
Absolutely. Now, you on the cover of MLB, the show 23. You got that call. What was going through your mind? You get to see your character be on a video game. How impressive was that for you, and how important was that for you?
I mean, it was pretty important for me, you know, especially like not playing as much, you know, because my goal isn't just to be on the cover one time, you know. My goal is to be on the cover once and then come back as an MVP and do it again. So, and they told me if I get an MVP, I got the cover again. So I trust them in that. So I mean, that's my main goal, and that, you know, just to show kids that no matter where you're from, you could do whatever you want. Like, if you told yourself you're going to win an MVP and go and be on the video game cover, you can do that. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to go and work at it and keep on building towards it.
And lastly, for you especially, you talk about the importance of having black players and people seeing you all and having the opportunity to play in the major leagues. When you look at the history of baseball, especially with the Negro leagues and what they had to go through and be able to put forth that pathway, how important is that to you to know the history of those guys that came before you to be able to have the opportunity that you have today?
I mean, I felt like it was so sick because I think the first time they ever even put the Negro leagues in the game was 2023. So when me and Jeter saw they showed us the gameplay of the Negro leagues and the storylines and everything to me and Jeter, like before they even dropped it out, and it was just like so sick to even see that the year that I'm on the cover and Jeter's on the cover, you know, like two black baseball players are just, they're bringing in the storylines of the Negro leagues for the first time. So it's sick, you know, like Jackie Robinson has his own storyline in MLB The Show, like Satchel Paige, Buck O'Neil, and guys like that. So it's just sick for me, you know, just to get show the history of baseball in our way too.
Absolutely, well said.
So yeah.
That was cool, man. I love it. I'm playing it right now, so I'm enjoying it, man. Love seeing you on the cover, by the way.
For more, right now, go to MLBBro.com.